What's up with you? Hey? What's up with my friend? Hey? What's up with my friend? What's up with you? Hey? What's up with you? Hey? What's up with you? You're not saying hello? Hey? Is it gone? Ugh. Ladies and gentlemen, don't watch. There's a bit of there's the man painting the wall, making them look pretty.
Are you busy, Charles?
What colour are you doing them, mate?
I'm only doing the ceiling, mate, just white.
Oh gosh, it's a bit high up there.
Yeah,
I'd be dizzy going up there, mate.
I'm actually a joiner, mate.
I'd be dizzy all the way up there.
I want to do paint decorating in college, Charles.
Yeah.
You'll get me up there. I'll leave you to do your work. So, this is where Dad has parked his car. Remember Andy used to park his car down there? I'll show you where Andy used to park his car. Bum-bum-bum-bum. Doodle-doo. There'll be plenty of room to bring vans in. And trucks and trailers. Well, trucks and trailers will have to just go up the front. But our truck, which is only a Class 2 Austin. Right. This is where Andy used to park his car. I've got a couple of things coming. And this is the old workshop. Again, we're moving workshops again. But we are still, what the plan is, this shed down here will be the stock room. So you want to buy anything, it goes in here. And we're going to have a new system online. So all the online stuff will go in another shed. And then when you want to buy it, it comes in this shed. And then basically you come to us to buy it. So there you go. Hello, everyone. Can you see me? Just a little bit. I don't know. Right. So in the last couple of vlogs where I spoke about progression and the social worker came... Ooh. Was this to go in my wallet? It's 246. That better go in the till. Anyway, so the social worker came on Friday and we had an absolutely fantastic chat. And so basically I've decided, because I'm having an issue with putting, with doing blah, 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 an unlisted video. I've just done a public video and it's just called Transitional Vlog. There's nothing in there that's like, doesn't scream, it should be an unlisted video for me personally. And literally just anybody can watch it if they want. Then it'll kind of, hopefully, it'll give them an idea, for people moving in. But also these vlogs as well, I think people should watch them because you've got a whole picture. You can watch every single one, I urge you to, because you can see the level of everything that's happened. Well, everything that's the whole story. You get the whole story from my point of view. It's from a very narrow lens, but you still get it, and that's the whole thing. And I'm not going to do the story again because you've already heard it. But I've put it in the vlog, this week's vlog, Monday, just before I hit the hay, because I'm absolutely... Tomorrow, I've got a very busy morning and day ahead of me. In the morning, I've got to get up, go to the office, because I've got stuff coming and all the rest of it. In the afternoon, I'm going to the group, and then I'm coming home from the group, and I am not cooking my own tea, but I'm warming it up. So it should be all right. We can go from there. I've got to charge this watch up at some point. So yeah. And then I'm just going to hide and pretend I'm not here. Because, yeah. So back to the social worker again. We had a fantastic chat. She came round and she gave me two options: shared lives and communal housing. And I've gone for shared lives, obviously, but she did say somewhere down the road, if you feel like, you want to change things, that's, blah, 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 blah. Right. I thought, I'm going to share this with you guys because here's the thing. There just isn't the information. I said this, we're living in, the 21st century, right? And still it's does he or she take sugar? There's no... If it was a normal person, I hate to be completely anal about this, but if it's a normal person, you could just get the house, whatever, do the land registry, that's it, go to the solicitor, and boom, you've got your house. But with us, it's a bit different now. However, with shared lives, you do get to do a little bit of the... you get to do a bit of a viewing thing, which is good. You get to view. However, it's different because when you go view the property, the place where you go stay, you get to pick the people. We don't get to pick people, but the people then, as Ollivander says in Harry Potter, the wand chooses the wizard, Mr. Potter. And I think the family or the viewer chooses the family. So it's up to the viewer and it's up to the family too. So it's if they can work around the people, whatever, and so on and so forth. But the people, if you have a decent social worker like I had, they'll explain it properly. But for those that don't get explained properly, I'm explaining it to you properly like that. There's also respite care, which I would personally go for because it's there for... Here's the thing. Everybody needs a bit of a break, and it works on both ends of the counter because you get a bit of holiday or a bit of a weekend or whatever it may be, and they get a weekend, they get a holiday too. Now, I believe with shared lives, if the family want to take you on some marvellous adventures, that's up to them, and it's up to you if you want to go along with it. Again, it's a whole thing. Now, obviously, I haven't had the full-blown experience yet, But trust me, there will be a bit of a secret vlog going on somewhere along the lines. And from what I've seen, Shared Lives do want their viewers to promote the good that Shared Lives does, because the more positivity, the more people they'll get. You know, that's how it should be. It shouldn't be, you know, oh, this is a bad service. You know, it's not like the other service that we don't talk about. Yeah, we don't talk about that service. And the other one that's been on the news quite recently for a few numbers of times. And I do feel sorry for those people that's ended in that service. And hopefully that they'll find a better service for those. But anyway, like I said, this is all about me, a bit like a radio show, but I think you got to help. If you're helping yourself, you got to help other people. That's my way of thinking. Because here's the thing. If I tell you what's going on, tell you how I'm doing it, then hopefully you can research into it and sit down with your carer / guardian or whatever, or if they're watching it. I think the information needs to be shared now. I think the ones that have got tongues in their heads, it's time that we went and gave more education, gave more what's out there, because we're the ones that are doing it. You know, and it's time we did it. Not just because we're getting a boot up the arse, but you know, the time has come. You know, and I think when you're living under people's feet, you know, it gets a bit. I can't think of the word to be honest with you, but you know, you start living under people's feet, and it's, you know, it's kind of, you know, where you want your own way of living. Everybody needs to have their own way of living, because it has to be done that way. And teamwork has to be key. You know, someone has to say to you, look, sir or madam, there might be a woman watching this, or whoever you are, your laundry's it needs to be in the basket this week, you know, or you need to make your bed, something like that. You know, you need to brush your teeth or whatever. You know, breakfast is, you know, you're coming down for breakfast and all the rest of that. You know, I feel sorry for people like live in care homes, because it's like, that's no environment for anybody. Pardon me for putting care homes down, but some care homes, the good ones, they'll liaise with the residents, but some won't. Dear me. But anyway, like I said, I'm putting out the information so you're fully aware, so you understand that the information is out there, and you can just browse it and go, oh, I didn't know about this. And by the way, I have had to research a very, very different way, because the internet hasn't been very friendly when it comes down to researching this sort of thing. If I was a normal person, I could research a house, but this isn't the. Hopefully, in the future, my plan, one of my future plans, is to do a sort of like a Zoopla type thing, but for us, where people can, you know, people young adults with learning disabilities can research the same way that anybody else would do, because they've got, I think there's the rights to do that. You know, you can go and look, and, you know, I mean, Shared Lives, they've got a Facebook page, and I have minded them to what's this like and what's that like. So, but I've got people who live in the services. Ask them, because we'll be happy to tell you. I'm sure he would. Someone coming to me saying, "Hey, Mr. Nightingale Ball, well, I'm looking for living in a what shared accommodation do you live in?" Well, actually, I'll tell you where I live, in a place called Shared Lives. Brilliant place. They've got a great history. Check them out. And so on and so forth. Great, it's fantastic. So actually, everybody in that service is saying how great it is. And so there should be whatever. I think the more positive, because you want people to go into the service. You want people to. It's not like the olden days where it was just, this service is bad or this service is good. You want a bit more than that. You want a bit sort of like, this is awesome. You want to hear from the people themselves, but obviously, it depends on the person's age. But a person that's younger might want a very busy shared house, or I don't know. I can't. But it all depends. You might go, but you know what? I decide, the life's getting a bit too quiet. I might want to go a bit more busy, or life's getting a bit too busy. I want quiet. There's all these kind of things, and life changes for everybody. I've not got a crystal ball, unfortunately, but I understand that some people listening to this will be young, and they'll be leaving college. It's the right age, and you'll be going. Well, depending on which college you've been in, if you're in a specialised.
There you go. I'm listening to you. Yeah. There's no open down here.
Yeah.
Not even banging. Nope. Come on. The froth is going up on it. There's the pumps over there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 pumps. Yeah. Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. There's the froth. There's the froth. Right. I have just drunk my coffee that was in my Bugs Bunny cup, and I'm heading over to the door to greet the man to come and fix the blind. That's what the weather's doing out there very quickly. It's lovely and sunny. No chance of a shower, but you never know what it's like. I'm just doing a video, Daddy. I'm just doing a video. Oh. yeah, that's where I'm heading, towards the door. So now in the porch, waiting for the blind man to come.